Hey girls, so today I'm just going to be showing you the basics of how to insert a tampon. I know this is kind of freaky for some girls. I know I was scared the first time. I mean, for all goodness sake, you're sticking something up your vagina. So let's just get started. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go wash your hands with warm soapy water just to get rid of any germs you might have because you don't want to get infection up there. That would be bad. So wash your hands and make sure there's no soap left on them and get rid of all the germs. Okay, so now that you've washed your hands, first we're going to just have to find the hole. Maybe you know where it is, maybe you don't. So, I know for some girls they struggle finding where it is. I will put a diagram right here of where it is, and it's right there. So, yeah, that in the hole, that is, you're just going to find your vagina hole. Sometimes you're just going to have to feel around down there and figure out where it is because it's hard for some girls to figure out where it is. So, now that you've figured out where that is and your hands are washed, just take a tampon. I'm using a Tampax Radiant Regular. This is the plastic applicator. I do not like cardboard, but that's just me. Some people do like it. So, yeah, so one thing I love about these is they're so quiet to open. It might not show up that quiet on the camera, but it is really quiet in real life. Like, nobody could hear you unless they have, like, their ear to the door that know that you're going to be opening a tampon, because the regular tampon sounds like this, and that's not good at all. So, first, let's just look at this. This is called the inner tube or the plunger. This is the string connect to the tampon. This is the grip right here. It's got a design on it. This is the outer tube or the applicator that goes up into your vagina. And that right there is the cotton inside that you're going to be putting up, and that's going to be what holds the blood. So, let's just say this is your vagina. You're going to have to take it, and it's kind of going to be at an angle. It might take a few tries. Don't worry. If it's uncomfortable at first, you probably don't have it in far enough, so just take it out and try again. Now, the fuller it is, the more easy it will pull out, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So, you're just going to take these two fingers, that finger and that finger, and put it right on the grip, and your index finger there. And you're just going to put it in, kind of at a slant. Gently push up till your fingers are touching, and then you're just going to gently push, and as you can see, that pushes this up into you, and then you're just going to gently take this right here and pull, and then that is what you're going to see hanging out. And to take it out, you just gently pull, and it comes right out. So the thing about a tampon is you need to let it in long enough, because if it's not, you need to find the right absorbency, because if you have a too heavy one and you take it out, it might hurt kind of. It doesn't really hurt me, but some girls have a lot of trouble with it hurting when they take it out. So don't get too heavy flow for you, because then it will hurt when you take it out. But you do not want to leave it in for more than 8 hours max. I only leave mine in about 2.5 hours or less. It depends how much or how heavy that day is. But just don't let it in too long, because there is a disease. It is very rare, but you still want to take the precautions. And when you get a box of tampons, they will always have a little pamphlet in it. Make sure to look at that, read, and Tampax and some other brands have coupons with it, which is always nice. Then you don't have to pay as much. And they also have some pictures there. I don't know if you can see that, on how to put it in. And they talk about TSS. It says TSS is toxic shock syndrome. I cannot talk today. Toxic shock syndrome. And these are some signs of TSS. A sudden high fever, usually 102. Vomiting, diarrhea, a rash that looks like sunburn. Dizziness, muscle aches, or fainting, or near fainting when standing up. So if you have any or all those signs and you've been using a tampon, do not wait. Go to the doctor right away, because that is a deadly disease, even though it's not common. And if you take all the precautions and follow what it says, you should not have to worry about that. But one other thing is, when I wear a tampon, I like to wear a liner. That's just me, because sometimes you leak a little bit, and leaking would be generally where this is full of blood and then it goes down the string and gets the strings on your underwear, so then that gets blood on your underwear. So all it takes is, these are the liners I like. You can use whatever liners you like. These are the Kotex Light Day liners, and I love them. They look great, and you can't even tell they're there, but that's just me. And they look like this, and then you just wear this and a tampon and you're good. But that's just me. You can do whatever. I just like to do that to be safe. And so that is just the basics of how to put in a tampon. Just try a few times, and some people like it, some people don't. It's just all opinion, and you just got to figure out what works for you. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will leave my email link below. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to email me and leave comments of what you want me to do my video on next. Thanks, love y'all, subscribe.